Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to class. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just gonna wait for, I think Sam is still connecting audio, as I can see here, and everybody else is all set up. I hope you can hear me well, and we're gonna start in a seated position. All right, so just take your time to get there, and if you want to support your hips with a block, that's always a good option. So the hips can be nice and high, and we'll let the knees come down naturally. All right, let's start taking a couple of breaths in here as we connect to our practice, to our breath. Just a couple of in and out freely. I don't know if it's connected. Right. If you feel comfortable, bring your hands at the center of the chest, Dinanjali Mudra. Just taking a moment here to connect with your practice, to your sankalpa, any dedication or anything that you would like to offer to your mat, to your practice. It's always more than welcome. Doesn't matter if it's something that you've been working on or something you're trying to release. Just offer it to your mat today. Take a big inhale. A full breath out through the mouth, let it go. If you feel comfortable oming at home with me, please join me with the sound of Om. Deep inhale to Om. Om. Sahana Bhavatu. Sahana Punaktu. Sahaviryam Karvavahai. Etasvinavadi Tamastu. Mahavitishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whenever you feel ready, start releasing your hands. Just start in here just by bringing the hands all the way towards the sky. And on the exhale, we bring the fingertips to rest on the shoulders. And we move those elbows towards the front, doing big circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We hold them both in front of the face. Take a breath, opening the scapula. Full breath out. One more just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. We start moving all the way towards the back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Open the chest. 6, 7, 8. We hold it back. We open the chest in here. We open those collarbones, bringing those shoulder blades together. We want to join those shoulder blades, squeeze them towards each other. Elbows stay up, ribs come in. Take another breath. On the exhale, we release to the ground. Extend your legs in front of you. Remove your block if you're sitting in one. Extending those legs. Bringing the right leg into the chest, hugging it from behind. The other leg can remain extended on the ground, pushing the heel on the floor, or you can bend your knee just to find a little bit more stability in your spine. Take a big inhale, extend the right leg towards the sky. On the exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in, coming up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, third time. Exhale, lower. 4, extend. Exhale, come back down. Deep inhale, 5. Backing down, 6, extend. 7. And 8, we hold it there. We point those toes. We hug that leg into the chest. Take another breath. Long exhale, spine is tall. One more breath. On the exhale, release. Bend that knee, hug it into the chest. Take a deep breath in, sitting tall. On the exhale, releasing that leg, planting that foot on the inside of your thigh. Janu Sirsasana. Take a deep breath in, roll your shoulders back, and just walk your hands forward. Try to keep the spine as tall as you can in here. We're not going all the way down. We just keep the spine tall. Reaching with the heart. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, we're coming back to center. Extend that leg beside the other. Give it a shake. Let's do that on the second side. We hug the left leg towards the chest this time. Again, take a big inhale. Spine is tall. Extend that leg. On the exhale, lower back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale to lower. Try to keep the spine tall as you move. Deep inhale, coming up, third time. Exhale, lower. Inhale, 4. Exhale, back down. 5, extend. Coming up. 6, extend. Exhale to lower. Maybe you point the toes. 7 and 8. Extend and hold. Take a breath. Keep on hugging that leg in. Full breath out. The other heel is pressing on the ground, or your knee might be bent. Take a full deep inhale. On the exhale, we lower down. We hug the knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. And on the exhale, we move that heel to press on the thigh. We roll the shoulders back. Janu Sirsasana. On the second side, we walk those hands forward and we reach with the heart forward. Take a full deep inhale. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we start coming back to center. Cross those legs. Press those hands on the floor, come into your tabletop. And as you move into your tabletop, walk your hands forward, come into Anahatasana, bringing the forehead down. The tailbone is tucking inside as your ribs hug in. Take a full deep inhale, maybe the forehead touches the ground or a block. Of course, if you have a little bit more space, maybe the chin comes to the ground. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, start sliding all the torso to the ground, coming directly into your Sphinx pose. Palms pressing on the floor, fingers spread wide, elbows underneath shoulders. Take a big inhale to open the chest, bend your right knee, point the toes towards the sky. On the exhale, we move the gaze towards the opposite side. Big inhale in here. Exhale it out. One more, just like that. Big inhale. On the exhale, we move back to center and we go second side, bending the opposite knee. Changing the gaze towards the opposite side. Take 2 more breaths in here. Keep the chest open. Don't let your shoulders collapse. Take 1 more breath. On the exhale, we move back down to center. Try to keep the chest lifted as you just move your hands underneath your shoulders. Take a big inhale to open the chest, Cobra pose. Exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in, coming up. Exhale to lower. Keep the shoulder blades hugging in. Take a deep breath in to open. Exhale, lower back down. Last one. Deep inhale. We're going to stay. Take a breath. Elbows are hugging in towards the torso. They are still bent. The chest is moving forward. Hug the tailbone. Take another breath. On the exhale, release to the ground. Make a pillow with your hands. Take a moment to rest. Connect again with your intention, connect again with your breath. And as you feel ready, press those hands underneath the shoulders, shifting back into your tabletop. Extend the right leg behind you with the toes pointing towards the ground. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, reach your left hand forward. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, squeeze the knee towards the elbow. Deep inhale to reach up and back. Exhale to squeeze it in. Deep breath in to reach. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale to lengthen and stay. Take a breath. Full breath out, find your balance. Maybe you stay, maybe you bend the knee, and maybe you reach that hand towards the foot or towards to rest on the hip. Take a big breath in, keep the chest open. Gaze towards the sky. Take one more breath. On the exhale, release the hand to the floor. Keep the knee towards the chest, round the spine. Big inhale. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Tuck your back toes under in this one. Pressing those hands on the floor, begin to extend the back leg, coming into runner's lunge. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. The back foot is going to step a little bit more forward. We're going to raise the hips as we extend the front leg, Parsvottanasana. Hands can stay on the ground or can move to your hips. In fact, if you can, move them towards your hips, point your elbows towards the sky, and find some stability in that hip. See how can you square those hips a little bit more. Doesn't matter if you need to lift the chest halfway. Take a breath. Exhale it out. One more. On the exhale, press that foot on the ground. Begin to rise. Reach your hands towards the sky. Bend that front knee. The back heel stays on the ground. Find your warrior one. Virabhadrasana 8. Take a breath. Torso is moving towards the front of the room. Big inhale, the back foot is 45-degree angle in here. Take another deep breath in. Full exhale. Clasp your hands behind you. Reach your hands back. Roll your shoulder blades back. On the exhale, humble warrior. Bend forward. Bring the forehead down. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, press that foot on the ground, rising back up into your warrior one. The back heel comes off the ground. Begin to move the torso forward with your hands still clasped or your hands on the hips. Begin to send that weight into that standing front foot and move into your warrior three. Take a big inhale. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, step that foot beside the other. And in Samasthiti. Take a deep inhale to reach. Exhale to fall forward over the legs. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, just fall. Root down through your feet. Come all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Bend your knees, sit your hips low. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Take a breath in here, reaching your hands towards the sky. Long exhale. Start moving your weight into your right foot as you bring that left ankle on top of your thigh. Take a big inhale. Maybe you bend that standing leg a little bit more, hands at the center of the chest. One more deep breath in. Option to stay in here. Option to reach down 2 blocks to the ground. If you reach all the way to the ground, option to start extending that standing leg in a forward fold. Take a full big inhale. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. Exhale it out. Start to rebend that standing knee, coming back where you came from. On the exhale, begin to rise the left knee up. On the exhale, we step back into our high runner's lunge, Vimanasana. Take a breath in here. Extend the arms towards the sky. On the exhale, reach down with your hands, coming back to your runners. Take one more breath. On the exhale, press those hands on the floor. Bring the back knee to the ground, Anjaneyasana. Big breath in. On the exhale, step that foot back into your tabletop. Drop the belly to open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine. Deep breath in to open. Exhale to round the spine. Deep inhale to open the chest. On the exhale, bend those elbows, chin and chest to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Drop the belly open into a cobra pose. On the exhale, push back. Child's pose, forehead down, knees wide, hands planted on the floor. Connect with your breath. Find a couple of in and out, pressing into those hands, spreading those fingers wide. Take a nice big breath in. Full exhale. Begin to walk your hands towards the right hand side, finding some length in your side body. Pressing into those palms on the ground, keep the sit bones rooting down. Take another deep breath in. As you move back to center, press those hands on the floor. Begin to rise back into your tabletop. Press the knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Reach your left foot behind you this time. Take a breath in here. On the exhale, reach the opposite hand, right hand forward. Big inhale. On the exhale, squeeze it in, knee to elbow. Deep inhale to reach. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze it in. Inhale to find some length in here. Stay here for the exhale. One more breath. Begin to bend your knee and catch your foot if that's accessible, or catch your hip as you open the chest. Take another breath. On the exhale, plant that hand back on the ground. Begin to round the spine, bringing the knee in. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands. Low lunge position, second side. Pressing into those palms on the ground. Begin to tuck your toes. Maybe you extend that leg. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out. One more breath. Long exhale. Trust the foundation on the legs. Just move the back foot forward a little bit in here, coming into your pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Fingertips on the ground, or you begin to rise with the hands on the hips. And as you find your hands on the hips, move your elbows towards the sky as you find that square shape with your hips. Take another breath. Exhale it out. Press into that front foot. Begin to rise with your torso, bending the front knee, reaching the hands towards the sky. Virabhadrasana 8, second side. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Sink a little bit lower. One more breath. On the exhale, send those hands around, clasp the hands behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Option to stay in here. Option to find your forward fold. Your humble warrior on your second side. If you have sensitive shoulders, palms move towards the sky, and the crown of the head wants to come down and touch the big toe. Take another breath. As you inhale, we come back to center. We come into the ball of the back foot. High runner's lunge with clasped arms or with your hands on the hips. Take a big inhale in here. On the exhale, lean forward with your torso, pressing to the front foot as you bring the back leg up into your warrior three on the second side. Take a big inhale in here. Long exhale. One more, just like that. Big inhale, square your hips. On the exhale, rise up, set that foot beside the other. Samasthiti. Take a big breath in to reach. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Exhale, just fold in here, grab your opposite elbows, open your feet as wide as you need in here and just let your torso hang in here. Maybe you find a gentle sway. Keep on breathing. And your next inhale, hands to your shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale it out. Begin to close your feet back together. Hands to the hips, micro bend the knees, coming all the way back to standing. Let's find that flow on the second side, right? Find Utkatasana first. Bend your knees a lot, reach your hands towards the sky. Bringing the hips towards the heels is something that we want to do in this pose. Instead of leaning forward, we go back and sit low. Hands to the center of the chest, and we begin to trust the foundation on the left foot as we climb that right ankle to press into the thigh. Take a breath, option to stay in here, this is perfect, or maybe you reach down to the floor or to the block. Hands press on something solid as you maybe begin to extend that standing leg. Take a breath and you deepen that forward fold, that's bringing that torso close to your thigh. Take another breath. Exhale it out. Begin to rebend that knee. We come up as we came. Hands to the center of the chest. We find the balance. Extending the leg. Bringing that right leg up. On the exhale, we kick back and find our Vimanasana on the second side. Back heel is off the ground, reaching the hands towards the sky. Take a breath. On the exhale, plant those hands on the floor. Come back into your runner. Big breath in. On the exhale, the knee comes down to the floor. Anjaneyasana. Take a breath. Open the chest. Pelvis low. Full breath out. Pressing into those hands. Bring that front foot back into your tabletop. Lengthen the spine, arch your back, find your cow pose. Exhale, round the spine. Deep breath in to open up. On the exhale, bend those elbows, chin and chest to the ground, Ashtanga Namaskar. Find your cobra, inhale. Exhale, push back, child's pose. Forehead to the ground. Take a moment, connect. As you start feeling ready, finding your stretch on your second side, your hands move towards the left hand side this time. Try to keep those heels, those sit bones close to the heels as we press those hands down to the side. Take 2 more breaths in here. One last. As you begin to come back to center, press those hands on the floor. Transition back into your tabletop. Bend your elbows. Lower all the way down to the ground. Extend your arms beside you. Bring one ear to the ground. Take a moment here. Shalabhasana. We're gonna just focus in the opening of the chest. So I wanted to press the tops of the feet on the ground, and we're just gonna lift the chest from the ground. All right. So hands can stay beside you, or even the hands just hovering from the ground underneath those shoulders. But I really prefer those hands beside you with the palms facing up and just the fingernails touching the floor. Take a big breath in to roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Exhale, lower back down. Deep inhale, press into those feet, open the chest. Exhale to lower. Last one, deep inhale to open and stay. Take a breath, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Shoulders down, take another breath. On the exhale, release back down to the ground. Take a moment to rest. The other ear comes to the ground. As you start coming back to center, this time we're going to bring the feet and torso up 3 times, and we're going to stay in the third, all right? Shalabhasana, second round. Take a deep breath in to open and lift. Exhale, lower back down. Deep breath in to open. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift and stay. Take a breath. Full breath out. One more breath. Keep on hugging those shoulder blades together. On the exhale, we'll release. Maybe hands as a pillow. Press that forehead down. Let's take one last round. You're welcome to stay with any of the previous choices, either Shalabhasana A or Shalabhasana B, or maybe bending your knees for Dhanurasana. If you got this, maybe you reach with the hands to your feet on the outside, pressing to the feet as you lift the torso and lift the legs from the ground. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, we'll lower back down. Inhale to open. Exhale to lower. Last round, deep inhale to open the chest, full expression. Long exhale, one more. On the exhale, release back down to the ground. Release your legs, hands underneath your forehead. Take a moment to rest. Maybe you bend the knees and bring your feet side to side for windshield wiper. And as you go back to center, just find a nice cactus shape with your arms. Hands pressing on the floor. One of your ears comes to the ground. As you find that shape with your arm, begin to bring your right knee towards your right elbow. I'm just going to open the hip in here. If you need something underneath your head, just let it be a little bit more comfortable. Let's take a couple of breaths in here. we slide that leg towards the elbow and towards the side so the hip gets that stretch. Take 2 more breaths. As you start feeling ready, coming back to center, finding your way on your second side, extending your right leg, bringing the left leg and the left knee towards the chest. The left knee towards the elbow, I meant. Couple of breaths. Take 1 more. Whenever you feel ready, start coming back to center. And we're just going to go directly from here into our back. So you can just roll over if you want. Feet pressing on the floor. Bend your knees. Bring the right knee towards your chest and hug your knee in. Take a breath in here. The other foot is actively pressing on the ground. 1 more deep breath in. Full exhale. As you hug your leg in, with your left hand, you're going to hold the foot. And as you hold the foot, the other hand is going to hold your shin. Kind of like if you were kind of like bringing that knee towards the side as you keep your foot hugging in towards your torso. Take a breath in here. Exhale it out. Your option is there for you to stay if the stretch feels intense, or the other option here is just to start extending that standing leg, that left leg. And as you extend it, imagine that you are like pushing something with your heel as you move it forward and down. Take another breath. Long breath out. 1 more. Long exhale. Keep your right hand where it is. Begin to extend that leg towards the sky and out. The other hand comes to your hip bone for counterbalance. If the balance is good in here and you feel that you got it, maybe your gaze comes towards the opposite side. You can hold your leg from your shin, or even with the key fingers holding the big toe. Take another breath in here. On the exhale, moving back to center, hug that knee into the chest. Left hand this time holds the knee as we twist towards the left hand side. So that means your left knee, your right knee is kind of wanting to come and touch the ground as you extend the right arm beside you. You can keep the knee bent in here, or you can start extending that leg. Take another breath. Long breath out. One more, just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, we come back to center as we release that foot back to the ground. And let's change sides. Bringing the left knee into the chest this time. Hugging it in. Take a breath. The other foot is actively pressing on the floor. Exhale it out. As we go, bring your right hand to hold your foot and the left hand is kind of leading that knee towards your left armpit. Take a deep breath in. Full exhale. And as you hold that knee hugging towards your left armpit and towards the side, you can see the right hand, what it's doing is bringing that foot in towards the chest. Take another breath. Long exhale. Release the right hand as you begin to extend the leg with your left hand on in here, sorry. We come back just for one moment. We come back, we hug that leg inside, and maybe we start again extending that standing leg. Sorry about that. So as you extend that standing leg in here, pressing that heel down, keeping the foot active, begin to extend that leg, dropping the arm towards the side. Take a full deep breath in. On the exhale, we take that leg all the way towards the side. The gaze can come to the opposite side. Big inhale. Long exhale. Start moving back to center, hugging the knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze as you move to your twist on your second side. Hold your leg with your right hand and take it with you. The other hand presses on the floor, trying to keep both shoulders on the ground, rooting. And again, the option is there for you to extend that twisting leg. Take a full deep breath in and a long exhale. Let's do two more. Inhale. And just start coming back to center, bringing those knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze, maybe rock side to side a couple of times. As you hug the knees in a little bit more, squeezing everything in, take a breath. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Finding your final relaxation posture. Shavasana. त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् ॐ असतो मा सत्कमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे भवन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः If you're happy in your Shavasana, you're welcome to stay as long as you need. Of course, if you're ready to invite the movement back into your body, take a moment to just send some air back into your lungs. Begin again to find some movement. Taking your time. There is no rush at all. Start moving back to your fetal position on the right hand side. Taking your time as you move back into your seat with the hands resting at the heart space. Take a moment here to just connect with your breath, with your intention, your sankalpa. As you rub your palms together and cover your eyes. Rub your palms one more time to cover that part of the body that needs it the most right now. Thank you so much for your presence, for your time, and for sharing your practice with me. As always, it's been an honor to be here with you, and I hope to see you next time. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Thank you so much. I'll see you next class, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, nice to see you. Namaste. Namaste to you, my son. Thank you.